How you doing, people? This is the Zorak saying hello to my universe, our universe, Zorak Universe 777. Wishing you a, a nice 365 and that you so far you're having a nice 24/7 day. 365 is on its way. Just have another one of my floating ideas. I'm gonna get right to the point. Gonna talk a little bit. Right now, we always talking about crime, DUI, murders, and all that stuff. And we don't like that stuff. I don't like. I don't like crime. I don't like people hurting each other for no reason whatsoever. And it makes no sense to hurt someone just because you feel like it. And so far, that's all we having right now. Scratch my nose, but whatever. I don't have fans. I don't have friends. Hope I have friends in this. But right now, we're always talking about, yeah, we don't like this, we don't like that. And basically, you and I, we agreed that, for example, DUI, driving under the influence, is not good. I agree, not good. But then, we're talking about having a system that allows people not to drive drunk and kill people when drunk. And we are very stubborn on not having a mass public transportation system that works 24/7 that would allow for people to be safe. Because put this scenario in your head. We got like this guy that is drunk, that is not doing nothing, that is really, really drunk, that person. And that person, the human being, needs to get from point A to point B. And then because we are stubborn, so we like our cars, we don't like public transportation system, and because we value money more than someone else's life and a baby and a kid's life or something like that, we had decide, or we had let's let that happen. And how we letting that happen? How we letting that happen? Just by being completely against a public transportation system. And then you have the lobbyists lobbying against that, lobbying against public transportation, because cars, there's a lot of money in there. There's a lot of people getting rich by having a lot of vehicles in the roads right now. And that's the problem. So you see what I'm saying? We're talking about crime, DUI, and other stuff, and all that stuff. But actually, for the people that works in the car industry, for the lawyers, that they have to be there to defend those people, for the jail system that house or incarcerate those people, the policemen. So basically, maybe for you and I, crime, DUI is a problem. It's a very serious problem, but for the regular guy or the regular person, DUI and crime is a business. And it's a very, very prolific business that is like, wow, huge. You can even put in numbers in a calculator on the biggest computer ever, on the biggest screen ever, to put how much money crime and DUIs bring to the plate of supposedly respectable people. You know, the kind of people that are allowed to have business because of crime. Basically the people that owns the jail, the directors and all that stuff that are involved in maintaining upkeeping a jail. All that industry that is around jails and lawyers and, you know, the whole shebang or whatever. So basically, even though that we haven't noticed, crime has become a business, instead a problem that needs to be solved. Needs to be solved. So people don't actually want it to solve the DUIs. Well, basically, when I say people, you know who I'm talking about. People, they don't have to worry about paying bills, never in their lives. They don't care about that. Actually, crime is good for them. Crimes pay the jets, the mansions, the travels and all that stuff. So even though the crime, some people go to jail because of crime, in reality, you and I are worried about that because we are the ones that suffer every time for that situation. But in reality, dogs walking around, stray dogs, they're nice. You see, they're brothers and the brother and sister flying. Regular people would do. By the way, yeah. So, you know, actually, crime is good for them. They're pretending that they don't want people to commit crimes, but actually, crime is a business for the blue collar type of deal. The people, they legally, they get some money out of the situation about crime, you know. So actually, for them, crime is a business, not a problem. Actually, they want more crime. They want people to commit murders, even murders that you were saying, oh yeah, you're lowering your client, but no, you don't care because it's a business about death penalty business. It's a death row type of business too. So people would like a lot of people to be in capital punishment because it's a money-making thing, you know. Let this guy go crazy and do nothing because we want that guy to go crazy and kill 1,000 people, and then we fry him or electrocute, fry him or put the lethal injection or firing squad or whatever. That's a business in there. So basically, some people are making a ton of money legally by taking advantage of crime. So I was thinking about, first I started all this thing because thinking about DUI And then all of a sudden I went through that rabbit hole in my head, and I figured it out that actually, even though the crime is bad, and murdering people and doing a lot of stuff that is not nice to do to another human being, but for you and I, the regular people, crime is a problem. But in reality, crime is a business. It's a very lucrative business, makes a lot of money. So since the people right now in this society that we have, that is money driven, that's why most of the things that we build, we don't talk about those so much, because instead of driven by whatever, to maybe, I know, some people, some buildings, historic buildings that were built around the fact that to establish the ego of someone or whatever. But people have the mentality to make something that lasts forever. But right now we have the business and the money mentality. So we're building stuff to last for so long, so we don't have to maintain it. And we have to worry that much about that, and we build cheaply. And, even though we're using the word cheap thing to money mentality. So we build stuff in a wrong way. We have a minimal laws that will allow us to build something better. We make getting the good stuff to build something that will last more very difficult. So you see what I'm saying? So going back to what I was saying, yeah. When you put money on top of this society that we have right now, crime is not a problem. It's a good, very lucrative business for people. They take advantage of that using the legal ways, using law to put a lot of people in jail and all that stuff that revolve around that mechanism of people. A lot of people are getting rich, are really wealthy legally, thanks to crime. So for them, crime is not a problem. Those people are getting rich. They have a ton of security around them. So for them, it's not a problem. Hey, they can even, someone came by to steal something from them. If they go close to them, all they need to do is just, hey, how much money you want? And most of the people, they do crime. Basically, thanks to the money mentality, crime has skyrocketed from the beginning of people creating money of any kind. So all they want is money. It's like, sometimes I don't see the difference between a businessman, like a really wealthy, powerful businessman, and a drug lord. They have the same mentality. It's just the product is more rougher than someone else's product, but they have the same mentality. They want to kill the competition. They want to be on top. They have a lot of ego. And they do a lot of bad stuff to get there. Most of them. Because there's a very low percentage of people there that were due, that they're very conscious. And even though some people might be born with a silver spoon and they have everything handled with silver and a silver platter, there's some people that are like really nice, even though they have this very comfortable situation of life. So, for example, you got a very rich person, both of them really rich. One could be a nice person and the other could be an asshole. And in the other way, you have someone that is really poor, really, really poor, and it could be a good person, and you got another really, really poor person in the same situation, and it could be a really good. It could be a perfect asshole that will have all the traits of the bad person, regardless of how much money they have in the account. But money is the enabler of all this bad stuff that is going on right now. So that's what I'm saying. Crime has become a business instead of a problem. DUI, and I use DUI because that was how I got this idea. Because you got this guy that by him breaking the law while driving or killing someone or hurting someone, for the people that are actually getting a lot of money, for them that DUI became a payday. And for you and I, the regular people, DUI is a problem. I keep saying, how we can fix that? Public transportation 24/7. Country-wise, the whole country should be run on 24/7, 365, somewhat affordable public transportation, affordable public transportation, that if you see this drunk guy that maybe drove to the bar, then that person was sick,